all of the class, you would not be getting one.
Bow to advance.
So, that's, I have to do this actually.
100 jumping jacks.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
Or something.
Two,
I attributed holidays.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Times
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
I had 2 of them.
14, 15,
All right, bye, Jay. See you on Wednesday.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23,
Yeah.
24, following 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63,
And where was this thing on my
65,
FOC US?
66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, I was gonna repair one. I'm like,
9,
hard and
100.
I promised him I would give him a repair.
Push up position.
We'll be very simple with it. So we got
William and
So I'll ask about a little bit.
Thank you.
Because he always knows the answer. Right, you know, to be
begin.
Sir.
2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir,
But,
10,
it's normal at
sir.
age, and I just keep giving him the same information and gentle reminder. Hey, are you gonna do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? He's like, oh yeah, I can do it. So we'll be working on building his focus. If there's anything you ever wanna share with me, let me know.
second set, begin. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir.
Is it the punching, the kicking, or the stretching? You like the stretching? So, yeah, it's going in. And you'll see, like, having done this for so many years, you'll be like, one day, who's this boy? And not one day, like, many years, but like, it could be next month. Yeah. Okay. Hey, we'll see you Wednesday, Ken. Oh. Yeah, me too. Come to it anytime. The new curriculum starts next week.
Right,
This week,
last set,
testing and graduation.
begin.
1,
Sir, 2,
But yeah,
Sure.
all the classes
Three.
will happen.
Sure. 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10. On your back for fist and kicks. First set of 30.
Like, oh, there's so much I don't understand.
Begin. 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir,
And then we'll see comes to start next week.
14, sir, 15, sir. Hit that count. Work that turkey off. 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir,
You can for as long as you want.
Yeah, I think, that's the, all right, next.
These two said they were testing.
Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir. 2, sir.
3, sir. 4, sir.
5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir.
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Last set.
Yes, sir.
All right. Begin.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir.
4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir.
13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 30, sir. Sit up.
Yes, sir.
Feet straight out in front.
Oh,
And reach up.
yes, sir.
The back straight. Bend forward. Touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Bend one leg in.
Yes, sir.
And reach up. Bend forward. Touch your toes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir.
5, sir.
6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
11, sir.
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir.
17, sir.
18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir.
5, sir.
6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir.
6, sir.
7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
11, sir.
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir.
8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bottom of the feet together.
Yes,
Bend
sir.
forward, touch your nose to your toes, or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir.
5, sir.
6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. A seated angle, legs wide apart. Lift yourself up and turn to your right. center, a seated angle, legs wide apart. One, sir, two, sir, three, sir, four, sir, five, sir, six, sir, seven, sir,
8, sir,
9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir,
17, sir,
18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Reach to one side.
Yes, sir.
Reach to the other side.
Yes, sir.
Reach to both sides. Touch your head to the floor or as far as you can go. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir,
6, sir.
7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir,
12, sir.
13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Feet straight out in front. Bend one leg back and lean back. And switch. And stand up, twist it out, do any additional stretches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, very good, very good, very good, very good. Now, when you practice really well, who gets better at Kung Fu? Raise your hand if you know. When you practice well, who gets better at Kung Fu? Who gets better at Kung Fu?
You.
Yourself, right? You yourself get better at Kung Fu when you practice well. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So when you don't practice well, of course, what happens?
Yes, sir.
You get worse or you just kind of stay the same, right? Stagnant. Stay stagnant. Right? That's when you stay the same, or plateau, so you just go the same way, right? Nothing, it never goes up, never goes down, it just stays the same. Now, who'd like to be good at Kung Fu? So to be good at Kung Fu, that means you have to be going like this, right? Maybe sometimes like this, but eventually it always is doing up. It always is going up. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so to do that, what do you need? There's some things we always talk about. Consistency in what?
And not losing,
In what?
balance.
In balance, yes. You can say stances, you can say anything. There's no wrong answer right now, by the way. Right or wrong answer, whether the correct answer yet.
Determination.
Determination, right? So basically, if you're consistent in all of these other things, like you're consistent in the way you do your stances, you're consistent in how much effort you put into class, you're consistent in how often you show up, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Then you naturally are gonna get better at your Kung Fu. But it takes hard work, right? Yeah, exactly. Remember we talked about hard work last class, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, what I'm saying this for, the reason I'm saying this is because what you get from your rank and your sash is on you, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right, so myself and Grandmaster Gohring and Ms. Kelly, we're here to present, Instructor Gage, we're here to present you information, and then you put forward the effort, and then that's how we both meet in the middle and do our part. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you want to get better, if anytime you do less than, you're not hurting myself or my training, because I already have my 4th degree. Who are you hurting? Whose training are you hurting?
Yourself.
Your own, right? You're cheating yourself out of your own rank, right? So if you want that black sash, don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. And then do what you told yourself you were going to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
First person you can be honest with in the world is
Yourself.
yourself, right? You tell yourself the truth. You be nice and kind to yourself. You'll be truthful and nice and kind to others.
I thought it was your mother.
Hmm?
I thought it was your mother.
Kind of, but you tell the truth to yourself first. Before you tell a lie to your mom, you tell a lie to yourself. Because in my mind, so if I break a pencil and then I see my mom saw the pencil, well, before I tell my mom, I didn't break the pencil, well, I lied to myself first because I tried to make myself think that she wouldn't know I broke the pencil. So I tell myself a lie, like, I'll tell her I dropped it and I stepped on it. Right, but I just lied to myself, didn't I? I just lied to myself, right? So I was like, she's gonna believe that I dropped it and stepped on it, even though I know she knows I broke it. Does that make sense? Right, so you still lie to yourself first before you tell another lie to anyone else. So we wanna make sure we're honest with who first?
Yourself.
Yourself, right?
You can't really be honest with yourself if you know, to someone else if you don't know what actually happened.
That's correct. All right, so now, with that being said, I want you to be honest with yourself and how much effort you put into the day. Do your best, because we are pre-testing today. I would like to have Maddie first lead Sophie and Ian. And then Ian's gonna lead, and then Sophie's gonna lead. So, you're gonna follow William, and then William, you're gonna follow Saul. I almost called you Wesley for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so come on over here, William. Come over here. Bow to your partner. Crane. We're doing crane. Section of the 108. Right.
Yes, ma'am. Senior Instructor Hunter.
It was cold in the morning. Like 38 degrees outside.
You should have done your Kung Fu outside with no shirt.
No.
No, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall? Yes, sir.
Right now, salute.
5 a.m. Salute.
Two tigers side of the trail.
2 seconds after.
Off. Hard hands off. Hard hands off. Sending our hand away. Sending our hand away. Sending our hand away. Sending our hand away. One finger after question. One finger after question. Fist to the sleeve. Fist to the sleeve. Strangling punches. Strangling punches. Fist to the sleeve. Fist to the sleeve. The crane. The crane. Flying crane. Hard and soft. Hard and soft. Crane. 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 Sending our hand away. Sending our hand away. Flying Crane said punching. I don't know. I know the name. I remember the name. Crane said punching. Crane said punching.
Yep, that's
Crane
right.
said punching. Crane said punching. Crane said punching. Dragon with his tail. Dragon with his tail. Monk summons court. Monk summons court. Tank. Tank the tiger shoots the tiger. Tank the tiger shoots the tiger. Five animals salute. Five animals salute. Two tigers have a job. Two tigers have a job. Stand. Yes, sir. Stand tall. Yes, sir. Five animals salute. Five animals salute. Two tigers have a job. Two tigers have a job. Hard and soft. Hard and soft. Clean walking. Clean walking.
Number up, real tight.
Descending on hand and waist. Descending on hand and waist. One finger at the question. One finger at the question. Korean knee punching. Korean knee punch. Fist in the sleeve. Fist in the sleeve. Hard and soft. Hard and soft. Korean walking. Korean walking. Descending on hand and waist. Descending on hand and waist. One finger at the question. One finger at the question. Crane wing punching, crane wing punching, fist to the sleeve, fist to the sleeve, a crane pecking for a ride, crane, for a ride, a crane, flying crane, put pants in the leg, under pants on one leg, on the crane, tap the shirt, on the crane, tap the shirt, flying crane, on the crane, simple leg, under crane, simple leg, on the crane,
Switch the hands, Madeline.
tap the shirt, Tractor strength. Crane said punching. Crane said punching. Crane said punching. Crane said punching. Dragon with his tail. Dragon. Monk summons court. Monk summons court. Tank running wrong tiger. Tank tiger shoot the tiger. Five animals salute. Five animals salute. Two tigers for the trip. Two tigers for the trip. Monk summons court.
One last time, you do it one more time, make it 3 even.
Sir. Stand. Stand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Five animals salute. Two tigers. Two tigers for the show. Hard and soft.
Take it
Hard
down,
and
big
soft.
hands. Didn't notice the pretext. Show it to the best.
Crane walking.
The back straight.
Crane walking. Descending on hand and waist. Descending on hand and waist. One finger at the question. One finger at the question. Crane wing punching. Crane wing
Stay there, make it a bow stand.
Standing on hand and
Look at
waist.
yourself in the mirror.
Crane wing punching. Fist in the sleeve. Fist in the sleeve. Fist in the sleeve. Hard on shot. Hard on shot. And walking. Crane walking. Descending on hand and waist. Descending on hand and waist. One finger at the question. One finger at the question. Crane wing punching.
So we just had our pre-test, right, without you knowing, I was watching without you knowing.
Dun, dun, dun. You told me, you're like Santa.
Well, I told you, because sometimes you need it.
You're Santa Claus.
Sometimes, for some people, it takes a little bit of pressure, does that make sense? Right, that pressure is what we're here for, is kind of apply a little bit of pressure. But what you want to start doing is apply pressure to yourself, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not talking about stressful pressure, and I'm not talking about unhealthy pressure. I'm talking about a genuine, right, of course, healthy, I don't want to say relaxed, but just a decent amount of pressure to yourself so that you can move forward and progress on your own. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if you want something better, then you have to act as though you want that thing, right?
So don't beat yourself up, kind of like, I can do this, I should do this, don't beat yourself up.
Right, don't beat yourself up, but still try to do your best, right? That's what effort is, right? So that's just you putting a little bit of pressure on yourself and trying to get a little bit better. Now, come on back out. Got a little breather, a little water break. What we are going to continue with are the kicks, of course. Now, after we do our kicks, we're going to start with saber again soon. So you'll just have to start, if you haven't been bringing your saber, start bringing your sabers with you. Does that make sense?
I don't have a saber yet.
No worries. Does that make sense? If you have a saber, start bringing that with you. All right. With that being said, we are going to start on the defensive side kick or the offensive side kick that we worked on. Does that make sense? So now that we've done it, we can do it with power. So let's come over here to the heavy bag.
Yay, yeah, I'm coming forward.
Now, we are going to be careful. That's it. We're just going to be careful because we're still trying to figure out where everything should kind of go. So, Madeline, like we get here with William on that. Ian and Sophie, y'all are going to kick here. And Saul, you're going to kick here. Now, if you are the bag holder, your job at first, you don't want to stand right behind the bag. If they kick it, it's going to hit you. What you do want to do, is just catch it, right? So I'm going to stand over here to the side so I can see him, and when he's going to kick, screw over. And then you'll stand to the right of your pad. They'll do their kick, right? And if they kick this super hard, it may get close to the wall. Your job is just to stop it like before, and then step back out of the way so they don't get you. Does that make sense? Okay. Go ahead, give it a try. Front leg, side kick, and then we'll do our offensive fire side kick. Go. I kick higher. Stop the bag pretty far. That's pretty good. I'll make it a little bit faster. After your partner has stopped the pad, don't kick until they've moved out of the way. Kick until they've moved out of the way. You can see them. Go ahead and stop it. Kick more. You should be kicking through. I think you should be kicking this area. Right. Yeah. A little higher. I mean, lean more. Lean away doing the same thing over and over again, and expecting a different result is called what? Insanity. Get ready. Go on. Kick the same way. Kick right knee, right here. Kick with the other leg too. Kick with the leg you're not so good at. Kick higher. Turn the body. You can't see. I can't show me. You can't show me your front. Turn the body. Rock the shoulders. Turn the body. Turn the toes. Away from the target. Both toes. Away from the target. That's how you do it. That's how you set it up. Go.
Now I'm gonna use the one I'm not using. One.
Turn the body. Almost. It can't come from the bottom, right? If it comes from the bottom, it's close right. Bring it up in front, wave it to the other side. Bring it up in front. And then look up. Don't look down, look up. Bring the foot out in front. That's better. Turn the body. Turn that toe. Now lean away from the pad. Now, oh, you gotta kick for yourself. You gotta come for yourself. Now get closer to the heel, drive with the heel, not the ball. Much better, try again. Push out straight with the heel. Now it should, so when you hit the surface like this, it barely moves, right? Look. Extend. Extend the foot. On the knee foot. Better. Now go higher. And fully extend the leg at the end. Stiff at the end. Be stiff at the end. Almost. Not quite. So at the end of your kick, you have to be fully extended like that. So not like this. All the way up. Okay, go.
You guys pushing me away.
Turn the body. Turn the body. Turn the body. Both. Oh, when you turn the body, don't turn just one toe. Turn both toes. Both toes turn and face the same. They're parallel. Yep. Now look. Lean away. That's better. Try it again. Get a little closer. Try it again. That's not a side kick, boy. Remember what I told you what insanity is? You gotta do something. Turn it up. Turn the body. Turn the body. All the way. There you go. Now kick from there. Lean away. There, that's better. You gotta lean away. Lean away like I'm trying to touch your face. That's how you have to kick. Does that make sense? You have to lean away. If you stay upright, you won't be able to kick very high. You'll be kicking your sister high all the time. She's short to the use. Round kick. Do a side kick. Correct it. Stay focused. Stay focused. Turn. Where are you supposed to go with the toes? So part of you getting good is part of you reminding yourself what to do. So now you know the steps. There you go. So make sure every kick was like that or better. Do it again. Set it up right. Yes, that's better. Now still yank it back. It's just that on this side you weren't fully extending it yet. Still extend, and then yank. So pause for a second at the end, and then yank it back. Side kick all the way out. Boom. Then yank it back. That's better. Yeah. Good, good. Lean away, Maddie, and get higher. Higher. Turn the back toes away, it'll help. That's better. Get closer. Yeah, there you go. Aim for your chest. Lean away. You have to lean. If you don't lean, the foot stays low. Make sure you switch.
Yes, sir.
partner, the bag. And come on up. So it's very good, always a good thing to stretch after you've done kicks like that, because they really do tighten up the hips. So let's have a seat. And reach up, then forward, touch our toes, the legs straight. Lift yourself up and turn to your right. Turn and shift to the other side. Really try to stretch. Try to get more flexible. Very good. Part of hard work is working even when no one's watching. Even when no one's gonna tell you a good job. Right, you gotta sometimes tell yourself you're doing a good job. If you're really doing a good job. Turn, oh, back to center, yes, I see the angle, legs wide apart. Doing this stretch is important for all of your kicks, because these muscles are directly related to how high you can kick. Does that make sense? So if I can only stretch my legs this far apart, then I probably will only be able to kick about this high. Right? Does that make sense? So if I can do this big a split, how high do you think I'll be able to kick? This is somebody's jaw right here, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so go ahead, stretch it out. I'm not even super stretched out. Very good. Reach to one side. When you reach with the leg completely straight. Reach, try to touch the foot with both hands. Try to touch the foot with both hands. And try to keep the back straight. Try to make the back straight. So as you grab this wood, and then try to make the back straight. Keep the legs push out with the heels. There you go. Let's try to do that. That's good form. That's good for your stretch. Reach to both sides. William, stay there. Okay, keep the legs. Try to push out with the heels. Make the legs straight at the knees. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4. 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. All right. Bend in if you want to. Right. Bend one leg back and lean back. Go stretch the rest of the leg. Right, very good, very good, very good. Switch. So we did our side kicks. We were working on our side kicks earlier. We did our side kicks on the heavy bags as a defense, as a exercise for a defensive side kick. Right? So when we're standing and we're in our fighting stance and during sparring or in actual practical self-defense, right? If you're getting ready to turn and run away, you can kick one. Does that make sense? So we're just trying to make sure we have a little bit of power, right? Some stopping power or some startling power at least. And our front leg side kick, because everybody knows the reverse side kick is more powerful. Right? Or even the back leg side kick if you can do it well. Right?
I guess this time it wasn't really defensive because they were leaving us after.
Right.
More of offensive. Offensive defensive side.
And stand up, twist it out, do any additional stretches. Best time to stretch is when you are warm, right? So stretch the muscles that you just used. It's good, it's healthy for the muscle. What else is healthy for the muscles? Who remembers?
Vegetables.
Well, yes, vegetables are very good for the body.
Working them out.
Working them out is also good. Water! Water! Sophie got it, it's water. Oh, let's draw a life skill. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Keep it up.